Whenever you tell people you're taking an EV on a multi-day family camping trip, they think you're a little crazy. When you tell them you're taking 2 adults, 3 grown boys, enough gear to survive a minor apocalypse, they tell you it's impossible. Well, today we're putting the Wagoneer S to the ultimate family road trip test. We've got the brand new 2-inch receiver hitch installed, a mountain of gear, and 5 people ready to hit the road. But that wasn't just a standard weekend in the woods. We packed all this up in secret and headed out to Ridge Campground in Cook Forest, PA for my wife's surprise birthday getaway. All right, let's get into it. Before we talk about efficiency and range, we have to talk about volume. Now, the packing process itself wasn't a secret. She definitely saw us loading this all up, or test loading, so she knew we were going camping. She just had absolutely no idea where we were going, how long we were going, who was staying, and all of that. It was a surprise birthday weekend after all. Looking at the manifest for 5 of us, plus the boys being 5, 9, and 12, and taking up some real space, we definitely didn't pack light. Inside the rear as well as the front, we had it completely maxed out. In the rear, we had 2 massive totes, one strictly for food and supplies, one for camping gear, cooking utensils, pots and pans, mountain pie makers, all that kind of stuff. We had a 4-person tent for the older boys and a 10-person tent for Jamie, myself, and our 5-year-old. We had a queen-size air mattress for us to sleep on, plus 5 sleeping bags, pillows, extra blankets, twin mattress, bags of clothes, including sweatshirts and heavy sweatpants for the chilly nights out in Cook Forest. We had 5 full-size camping chairs, 5 hammocks, 5 river inner tubes, life jackets, and swimming gear. We also had an electric kettle, rechargeable fan and bug zapper, some battery packs, towels, shower supplies, bug spray, cooking spray, lanterns, you name it. Basically anything we needed. If we thought we needed it, it went into the car. For the hitch receiver, it was relatively simple. We put our cooler on there. We had a water cooler as well for drinking water. And then I put the 10x10 canopy as well as like our hot dog sticks on there. Since they're a little bit longer and took up more room inside, it was easier just to strap them down on that rear carrier that goes into the 2-inch receiver. Once we had it all loaded up with 5 people, the car loaded to the brim, both front and back, as well as the carrier on the rear, the big question was, what kind of efficiency are we going to see? It stayed incredibly aerodynamic with the carrier on the rear. I did put a tarp over top of everything to keep it dry and strap that down with some of the rubber straps and bungees. And it kept it from really moving around. It also kept it from really picking up much wind at all. The cool thing about the Wagoneer S is on the passenger side, it has that screen. My wife was able to pull up the rear camera and watch the rear carrier the entire trip to make sure nothing was coming undone, nothing loosened up, none of the straps came undone or fell off, anything like that. I fully expected a massive hit to our range. We had 5 people inside, hundreds of pounds of gear, a giant cooler, canopy and stuff strapped to the rear, completely disrupting the aerodynamics, or so I thought. Here's the crazy part. We actually didn't see a drop in range at all. In fact, we saw almost the exact same range as the last time we made that journey across Pennsylvania. Now, this was a slightly different trip, but we actually had slightly better at 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour average overall. That was in about 400 miles of range. Our last road trip was about 600 miles and was slightly lower at 3.2, but I mean, the car was doing very well, assuming that the Wagoneer S's dash display was accurate. We left the house with 100% charge, and when we got close to Cook Forest, I actually stopped at a GM EVgo charger at a Pilot and filled up back to about 80%. It took about 23 to 25 minutes to get back up to 80 from about 25%, so it was actually pretty good. Relatively quick for this charging infrastructure this car has. It gave us enough that we didn't have to worry about driving around the campground over the next couple of days, anything like that. I actually used the car to air up 11 full-size river tubes. So we used it for that kind of stuff. We used it to charge phones, all kinds of things like that on the inside. So as well as just driving out of the campground to different areas around the state park. So that was good. Now on the way back, we actually stopped at the same EVgo charger. I think that was around 55% charge or a little bit higher than that. And we plugged in for a few minutes while I went in and got my free coffee. And by the time we got back out, it was actually sitting around 94, 95%. So that was faster and actually more of a charge than I thought it was going to have, but we quickly got back on the road and made it home with plenty of juice to spare. Overall, we brought way more stuff than we actually needed, but the point is we could fit it, and we made it for an awesome birthday weekend. If you've been on the fence about whether the Wagoneer S can handle serious family hauling duties, I can confidently say it passes the test. The cabin has the room, the front adds the crucial extra pocket space, and adding that 2-inch receiver unlocks enough exterior storage to make a 3-day camping trip for a family of 5 completely doable. Overall, I think the vehicle exceeded our expectations. It hauled us, it hauled all of our junk, all of our stuff that we needed for camping, and then some. The range was the same with or without that rear carrier on the back. That was probably the most surprising. And the car has been just absolutely flawless ever since I've got the recall and the TSVs done. I haven't had any issues with it, and we've driven it probably 2,000 or so miles since the last recall. And everything's been great. It's actually turned out to be a really good EV and a really good car. That's all I have for this one. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.